What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And the first thing I'm going to tell you guys about the house rules is that it's completely ridiculous right now with what's going on with it. Dudes are punting, kicking field goals. It's really, really wild. But I want to go ahead and jump to the legend situation really quickly. This week's legends weren't exciting to me, so I didn't really feel the need to even really go on about, whether you should get them or not, because they don't really do anything for me. In my opinion, I don't know if Roy Williams should really be a legend, but it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. Curtis Martin, obviously, I think more of him as a legend for his track record, what he did when he played very, very good running back. But his numbers are not really, exciting like that to where it's like, oh my God, I would rather go like LaDainian Tomlinson. Obviously, we got Reginald Bush and things like that. So those are the two legends that are going on right now. But the bigger thing is the house rules. Now, we got our 25 wins, right? And we get an end cat, bro. Meow. But look, this is what's crazy, right? People are glitching and going wild with field goals and, punts for an end cat. So you can only imagine what these guys would do if there's any other exploit that goes on, like whatever. Like, these guys have no care in the world. Now, I know there's a lot of things with like RPOs and stuff like that with the pump fake, but you could defend that. See, that's the thing about it, bro. Like, I'll run that in the red zone with the RPO, but these are the things that go on in the game where it's like house rules is a mode where it's supposed to be really, really quick, really, really fast. Something happens, something doesn't, whatever, and you're done with it, right? It's not like one aspect of the game. It's like the Gmia streak. Some people think that it's like, yo, bro, how are you catching the ball all the time? But you can defend it. It just depends on how you play defense. But when a dude comes out and he's punting, and you have to get the ball a certain amount of yards to get out of field goal range, but when it flips back, then he kicks a field goal, it's like, all right, dude, you got it. Like, all right, whatever. So pretty much what happens is there's a lot of footage of it being sent to EA Sports. What will happen to the players that were doing the exploits? Who knows? It is what it is because, EA picks and chooses when they want to enforce things. I think probably the best thing that they could have done was just take house rules down, because a lot of you guys that were, DMing me, tweeting me, you guys were raging about it. And it just started happening late. So just to make sure you guys understand, I won my first 19 games without anybody doing it to me. And that was yesterday before like 7 p.m. Eastern. Once I got on today, every single player that I played, with the exception of maybe one or two, they were all doing it with the punt and the field goal. So it is what it is. Ultimately, it is an end cat. You can't put it into sets. You can't do anything else with it. So I don't see why people are going that hard. Also, it's not really worth it for a lot of the players that are available. So what I would suggest is that you go ahead and just say, you know what? I'm going to keep it the way it is. It doesn't make any sense to, use one of these cards right now until one of these cards, maybe they get an upgrade later, and then you go ahead and open the pack and then use this card in the upgrade. Like maybe Matthew Stafford gets Gunslinger in a little bit. He might get a team of the week. He had a really good week 1 game. Maybe we go Matthew Stafford, but he's kind of slow, so we probably wouldn't use him though. But Adrian Amos is straight dog dookie. We got rid of him immediately. That guy sucks. Brian Dawkins is a much better underneath sub linebacker, better hit power, and he just overall plays better for me. Alex Mack, if we fully go back to the Niner theme team, we might get Alex Mack. Will Fuller's pretty fast. For those of you guys that are asking about it, he burnt me deep for 6 earlier today. Eric Fisher, really, really good left tackle. But I'm not sure if I want to go the route of actually powering him up and getting rid of Tyron Smith, because Tyron Smith actually, he does a lot of good stuff for me, but I don't know. We can actually, take a look, compare it, see what's going on. But I think for the most part, Tyron Smith is just a monster, just overall with everything. So I don't think it'll be in the best case scenario to go ahead and sell Tyron at this point. I think he's probably one of the better players. Desmond Trufant, he doesn't really, I don't know. I don't like the card. I don't like the card. Kyle Fuller, I'm currently using him. He has that zone threshold. Jadeveon Clowney, some of you guys said he does play well. Some of you guys said he sucks. So I don't know which way to go with that. As far as the situation, like, yo, what are we going to do? Like, if I put him out there for Javon Curse, he's not better than Curse. For those of you guys that were asking that, like, yo, Gmia, is he better than Curse? No, I don't think he is. The speed and the excel alone, Javon Curse, when he gets off of one of the old linemen, he is shooting down like a rocket to go and smash somebody up. It doesn't matter who it is. Well, let me correct that. He did get trucked earlier by a bum running back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but he usually goes out there and makes plays. So, for the most part, the block shedding by 1, the power moves by 3, but he doesn't have the finesse moves. Point of order, if you're in at least the 80s with the power moves and the finesse moves, you're on the right track of what you should be doing. So I would probably watch that a little bit when you decide to figure out what's going on, because I play my ends at D tackle. So that's why, like the left and right, I put them in at D tackle. Strahan is my other D tackle, because they just play better than the other slower guys. So just make sure you keep that in your mind when you're taking a look at it. Try to get somebody that has the power move and the finesse move at least in the 80s and above, both of them, in order for them to play well. But some of you guys make great points. Jadeveon Clowney does usually play better than his numbers. I'm just not confident enough at this time to say that he would be the right deal. Mike Hilton, I don't like him. Emmanuel Sanders, no. Giovanni Bernard, no. Corey Lindsey, no. Thuney, no. Neal, no. Anthony Harris, he's a zone guy. He might, it is, dude. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Mike Davis, no. Kenny Galladay, maybe. Kenny Galladay, maybe, bro. Maybe. I don't know. Lawson, Michael Brockers, Adrian Amos. I already told you we raid sold him earlier. David Moore, Hunter Henry, no. Ken Zeitler, no. Peyton, Jarrell Everett, I've heard good things about him. You guys want to do that? This guy's a speed rusher. He literally has no power move. Desmond King, whatever. Bud Dupree, I heard he's pretty good as well. But I wouldn't play him over my current outside linebackers. Tomlinson, no. He's too slow. Curtis Samuel, no. So right now, with the way that is, again, it's an end cat. Meow. You can't do anything else with it after you utilize them. So it is what it is. Just make sure you keep that in your mind, because a lot of people are going wild in house rules, and I don't see why it's so crazy for just an end cat. Like, imagine what they'll do for a gnat. You doing that for an end cat? Bro, a gnat dudes is selling out their own mama. Like, it's crazy out here in these streets. But anyway, looking at the squad right now with the way that the Ultimate Kickoff players are, obviously with Sean Taylor and Calvin Johnson, you can't put them in the sets, the 88s, because they're end cats. So just ignore that part. You do have the opportunity, like I said though, Kyle Fuller. He's a guy, like I said, I think he's decent. I think he's really decent for what he offers, because when you use the Ultimate Kickoff strategy card with the defensive strategy cards within the zone, he does jump up to a 92 speed. Now, man to man, he's gonna get burnt deep for 6, but that shouldn't be surprising to anyone watching the video. He's a 92 speed. A lot of these receivers are 96 speed. Everybody's maxed out, so that is what it is. But when you put him in zone, he'll play the zone. He'll actually play a zone with mid zone. So he's somebody that I would say, you know what? You could probably take a look at that if you would like. It's not something that I'm saying you have to do. I'm just recommending that, the mid-zone players, the zone archetypes, getting that mid-zone, I think that's very important, especially for some of the newer viewers that are coming in right now. I think it's extremely important to know that. So with the way that is, everything else that goes on from that situation, you guys should understand that, the zone archetypes right now, even with how bad the zones play, and nothing is 100% guaranteed, they still play a lot better with mid-zone, and if they meet that 90 zone tier, they're even better. So he's one of the guys. Obviously we have that, Sean Taylor, but he's the master. We got the Calvin, he's also the other master, and I think that's the only other Ultimate Kickoff players that we have is the actual masters of the set and the Kyle Fuller. So, depending on how you want to work this, you could figure it out. Hold up, Javon Curse. What is Javon Curse? Javon Curse is he a campus hero? Yeah, he's a campus hero. That's what he is. We could always check it by going over to the front art. Yeah, he's a campus hero. So yeah, as far as the Ultimate Kickoff, those are the only, like I said, that's the only player I would use, and I would definitely go ahead and I would use that the strategy card for the defensive side of the ball on that player for the cornerback position, just to make sure that Kyle Fuller is giving you the max that he can give you. Other than that, guys, it is what it is. I would try to get it just to get it, but I wouldn't go crazy about it. But because they're going crazy with this punt field goal nonsense, it's really stupid. So if it's stressing you out, I would just say go play Weekend League, finish off Weekend League as much as you can with that, and go from there. Anything else other than that, guys, I wouldn't really want to make you raise your blood pressure on the weekend, so I would leave it like that. As always, I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You have an unbelievable day. Stay well, stay blessed, stay healthy. Until next time. One love, y'all.